Hi, welcome back to the channel. Wednesday the 21st of August 2024. Clearly see back at Bramley Moore Dock, home of Everton Stadium. It's going to be a general fly around today, answer a few people's questions. So I'll get on over. I'm actually going to start with this expansion strip on this east roof. What I didn't really realise when you come down Blackstone Street, how sort of visible it is. And it actually does look like it's quite a deep step, but I'm sure that sort of end will be finished off. But I guess if it's different roof levels, there's not a lot that can be helped about it, and it's got to have the movement joint. Then someone asked, was this gap staying? And I'm sure I asked this question before, and the answer was, yeah, that's how it is finished. It's not having any sort of cover on it, which I guess does make sense, because it would, yet again, it would still only look different to the rest of this if it had some sort of cover on, so it may as well just be a slightly bigger gap. Next thing, say people still ask about the vents and them not being in a uniform pattern, and the only thing I could say is they're functional. So if that's where they needed to be, that's where they've had to be. So I guess they'll say that is how they remain. Say, like a lot of people have said, it's like a lot of the stadium. It's not uniform and not intended to be. I'll say a few people on the roof. Looks like they're working on that next expansion, or movement joint as some people like to call it. Sorry, that's not one actually, this one is. There you can see the sort of depth of it, how deep they do have to be. I'm actually going to move around and see what this one actually was. Is that for a track for cables? Appears to be. And that's one of the walkways. I'm presuming that is the cables for the solar, seeing as it runs that way. Yeah, so yeah, that's what that appears to be. Let's get up and go and Have a look in the pitch. Visually not much difference, obviously there is plenty of work going on. There you can see, if I zoom in, they are laying down those. Looks like they just click together. I presume they're the sprinklers. Now these pipes, we wondered if, or cables perhaps, we wondered if were temporary, but they do appear to be being covered over. I'll follow them through so you can see where they come back out. So it does appear they are staying where they are.
Max altitude reached.
Go over the west stand corner. Have a look at the Waterway. So it doesn't appear much change. I think as several people have stated, it appears they're still using this section there for vehicles. So it obviously can't be dug out yet. So on a different note, someone did ask, how can I legally fly out the back of this stand and still see my drone? So just to show you, there's me stood in front of that white car, so I can see my drone quite clearly over the roof of the stadium. Now done close up on them. I think the last video does appear to be lights going in there. There you go, you can see some in them ones. Not sure how they're being wired, or whether the wires were there or they're solar. So I'll come around this north. Someone did ask me, could I look at one of these that is a different colour? I'm not sure where I'm looking, to be honest. So I'll go along these quickly. He did say that holding up, there you go. That might explain some of it. That one's being painted. So I think that will probably solve that answer, that they will all be painted the same colour. Not much to go there. A bit round the seat, so they're being tiled a brighter blue, I believe. But this plaza is just looking neat and tidy now. It seems to, obviously, as the more of this water effect gets done, the less and less that is laying around. And over here there's very little around. I'll go over the south. I'll go right down to the west corner first. Give you a general view. So there's now some paving starting going in, which I presume is to the Everton Way, I presume is the bit that's being left in between. Looks like the cladding might be starting to go on. Let's see where that it's interesting to see what that is doing. It's actually on the crane. No, it's on the cherry picker. Not sure. So we'll leave it there for today. Once again, thank you for watching. If you can, like, share, subscribe, it is greatly appreciated, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.